Um, wait, fill those. And lantern. Right, so that's this part. Very good. That looks right to me. How does that look from down here? Oh, very cool. Look at that. Hmm. This does look a little bit thin down here. Not sure what to do about it. I guess what I can do is, instead of having it come all the way down, we make it thicker. Make it 3 blocks thick on the bottom part. And then... Do I want to do that though? Do I want to do that? It would mean changing everything I've done so far. Eh, no. Alright, never mind. Don't want to do it. Okay, next part. I probably need scaffolding here. Alright, so we're gonna do that. Etc. And then... And then it disappears into the stone, right? Right, that's pretty good. And then... let me stick a... I guess... And then that goes into the... Oh, this should be... This should not be snow. Okay, so that's that one. So far, so good. And then back on this side. It's gonna be solid. Right. And then this part is gonna be even taller. I like how it's going so far, it's just extremely finicky and complicated. And difficult to manage. Let's grab what's going on. Okay, what do I have? Got one of those, one of those. Got that many of those. I got that many of those. So I need more polished deep slate. And then more brick stairs and more bricks. Brick stairs. Polished deep slate. And bricks. Probably gonna need more than that, but let's go with that for now. Okay, the next part of this. How much of this would you see? How much of this would you see? Not? Imagine if I put an arch here as well. Uh, so then here... what would you see? We're starting at that point. 1, 2, and then the third one you would see. So you'd see that much. According to my estimates. And then the rest of this, you see the whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it goes into the rock here. Just stick that there for now. Um, I don't think there's much point making like a whole arch. I think at this point we just have the false arch or like a blind arch in the front and then just solid deep slate bricks behind that. Because otherwise it's a little bit silly having all of that. And the same deal here, I think. Not sure if there's much point having an arch going through. If I fill this though, it's gonna be a lot of snow blocks. Maybe not here, but definitely there. Um, do I put a lantern on the arch? I guess I do. Right, consider that. Wow. And what'd I say? One, two. Ah, I counted this wrong. I did count that wrong. This is supposed to be that. And I guess I put lanterns here. Don't do that. Hey, Hava. Awkward. Coming out this way. Right. This is geometrically complicated, Hava. And then... Ow. And then... The next part. 1, 2... Right, 1, 2... Put a lantern there. How is this complicated? Meaning you have to shift everything over one block when you're finished? No, I did count this right. the first time this time. But in interesting news from New Zealand, now that you bring that up, Harbour, I'm glad you brought that up. All right, so I got news for you. Um, so in Auckland, in New Zealand, we've been building a city rail link in the middle of the city. 144-year-old heritage wall moved and reconstructed for city rail link. So this thing, they needed to trench underneath the road and build the train tunnel underneath, and then they rebuilt the top. And so they had to go through this heritage wall here. How it says fantastic. Are you the lead planner? I wish I was the lead planner because what happened was they had to remove the thing, to dig the trench, to build the train tracks, and then they have to put it back in exactly the same place. So they put every single block of stone back in exactly the same place, except not exactly because the train tunnel was in the way, so they had to move it 1.5 meters east of its original location. Rather than consigning it to history, efforts were undertaken to restore the wall, a process that involved moving it 1.5 meters east of its original location. So they took the thing apart, and then they put it back. It looks like this. It's like a how says they watch a stream, obviously. Yeah, I admire the dedication. I really do admire the dedication. So they had to move it slightly offset from where it was originally, but they put it back exactly the way it was, with a few repairs. So some of these blocks didn't quite fit. So like I think this is the distance. So it was used to be there, and then they moved it. I mean, look how old these stones are. This wall. All right. Anyway, back to Minecraft. Yeah. So they rebuilt a historic wall, 1.5 meters to the side. You think it's a joke? It's not a joke. That's what people do for real. Uh, okay. But no, I did count this correct this time. We do that, we do that. That goes there. And that goes there, and then lantern in the middle. Hmm. Right, and then how do I get up there? It's gonna be a lot of filling in if I do fill this in. It makes more sense to fill in because it's mostly already the stone. Okay, what happens here? Ah, that's all good. Other side out. The other side of this. It's there. What was that noise? That sounded almost like a creeper taking damage, which is very alarming. Oh, it's the moss. Okay, never mind. When you step against the moss, it makes a sound. 1 and a 2, there would be a lantern there. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and then the arch is gonna be here, except nobody's gonna see it. but I will build it anyway.